Hey everyone, Alex here. Let's cut the crap for a second. Today I want to talk about something that has been really grinding my gears for a while now. The absolutely ridiculous processes we face during our IT interviews. I'm not talking about like, oh, this was kind of awkward, kind of vibe. I'm talking straight up time wasting, energy draining, borderline toxic nonsense that makes you wonder whether people really know who they're hiring for or who they're looking for. I've been in the game for over a decade and worked across different industries, led quality efforts, wrote automation, managed processes, and yet some of the dumbest stuff I've ever experienced happened during the interview or the hiring process. So yeah, let's dive into it. Section 1. Too many interview rounds. Okay, so here's the deal. If your company needs 3 or 4 stages of interviews to figure out if someone can do their job, maybe you don't know what the hell you're looking for in a person, like in the first place. I've seen this way too often. 3 rounds, 4 rounds, a take-home test, a soft skills interview, a cultural fit interview, a final sync with some manager who barely knows about the project. And I'm just sitting here like, what exactly are you trying to figure out that you couldn't, in the first 30 minutes? Let's be real, okay? If you actually need all these stages to validate somebody, your process is broken. Or worse, you're just scared to make a decision. I've had my best interview experiences when I was speaking directly with the leadership or, the person I would actually be working with, like day to day. No fillers, just straight real talk. With the main question being, what do you want from me? Not in the obligatory sense, but rather like, what do you want me to do while working with you on the project that you're in? And guess what? Those projects were the best. And I've invested my time, energy, and effort into them. Are you hiring a tech worm who will silently chew through Jira tickets? Or are you looking for a real human being? Someone who gives a damn about your business, and can carry that load with you. So please, cut this endless nonsense. Talk like humans. And don't waste people's time unless you got a clue what kind of teammate do you actually want. Section 2. The subtle bullying game. Juicy part. The low-key bullying you sometimes get during those interviews. Yeah, I said it, the passive aggressiveness. The ego-driven interrogation. That's more about someone fixing their insecurities than, actually evaluating your skills. Let me be real with you. In my 10-year career, I've probably had more rejections during interviews than some people have sexed throughout their entire lives. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with this. I'm okay. Because I learned not to care. I've learned not to give a damn. Not to give an F. Yeah. Because each of those taught me to sniff the BS from a mile away. I know my worth. And I'm definitely not letting those insecure clowns take it away from me or lower it. Let me give you a few examples. So, example number 1. I had this interview with EPAM, I guess outsource, outstaffing agency. I don't give a damn, I don't care about these terms, but you get the point. So I have this tech interview and, the dude wasn't even on the project. We talked for around 2.5 hours and he just kept inventing these, ridiculous edge cases that don't even exist in real life. If you're working on one project, imagine you're working on 2 or you have 2 PMs at the same time. Come on, man. I'm applying for a single project, for a single goddamn job. Why the do you keep inventing stuff that doesn't exist? So it wasn't about the role, it was a damn chess match. Him trying to dominate and me trying not to roll my eyes off the screen, something like this. Something like Tony Stark from the first Iron Man or whatever. That's not a tech interview, that's an ego trip. The next example, another company, same vibes, 2 hours hard stop? Yeah, sure. But this guy blew past it, quizzing me on TypeScript theory, I was applying, to write a new compiler. I don't care about theoretical nonsense. I don't give a damn about it. Never did, never will. I care about building things that make money. Because money keeps the world turned around. And money keeps the business going. Your stupid-ass books with stupid-ass theories and stupid-ass approaches, they do not get it through your heads. Just get it, and that's it. And live with it. I've got a clear mind, a pair of good hands, and an AI assistant by my side. And it helps me ship faster. Isn't it what really matters? And here's another example, the most recent one. So during the interview, I mentioned that I use AI to help me generate code based on some predefined or pre-written logic. They laughed. They laughed. You know, like literal immature giggles, like this kind of bullshit. Like full-grown adults acting like they have never seen the GPT before, like they have never even tried to use that in their like day-to-day like work. So you want to laugh at modern tools? Okay, go ahead, be my guest. Meanwhile, real teams are like using it on a daily basis and scaling and building with the help of it. I mean, like dinosaurs like that are kind of stuck somewhere in 2005. Read all the books you want. Memorize all the theories you want. Memorize all the approaches you want since like 1930s. It won't help when shit hits the fan and you gotta solve issues on the go. So in all these examples, my main point is, before even posting a job opening, ask yourself a question. Why? Why do we need a person? Because we're sick of our own pathetic lives and wanna like unload the work to another poor soul? Or is it because we need a specialist who would be a good fit, a good match, rather than a soulless sheep or a corporate stooge ready to follow like any stupid order or protocol or whatever the crap you're calling the process nowadays? Thank you. Thank you oh so very much for these experiences, because you've taught me on how not to be a cringe dork edgelord.
Section 3. Pointless meetings and daily stand-ups.
Alright, now let's talk about the daily stand-up. You know those lovely little rituals where everyone goes, like yesterday I did X, today I'm doing Y, no blockers. And nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. I've sat through hundreds of these. Most of the time it's just noise. Nobody remembers what you just said like 30 seconds ago. Worst part? It slows down actual work. You're mid-flow, writing some test logic, you're deeply invested, you're focused, or like you're debugging something, and boom! It's time to sync up and pretend that status updates are saving the world! Fucking bullshit. Here's the wild thought. So, what if we just talked when there's like an actual issue? You know, like organically, like problem-solving adults. Don't get me wrong, I'm all in for like planning ahead. Like weekly plannings, sure, those matter. You know, retrospectives where we can reflect and improve, add that to the list as well. But if we are just like mechanically reciting updates nobody ever listens to, we're wasting lives. Most importantly, we're wasting our time. That's it, it's just boring, it's just empty. Because some agile methodologist said so. But it doesn't apply to the real world business processes, it just doesn't. You have to feed it to your business. That's just its theory, right? But this is like self-explanatory, it's obvious to me. At least to me. Maybe to some of you it's obvious too, and you can agree on that. So if you want productivity, create spaces for real work. You know, not just meetings about it, not just abstractions. Simple and obvious, but yet some people need it to be explained.
Final thoughts. You're not crazy.
So let me end this on a real note. If you've ever felt that these processes were dumb, guess what? You're not the crazy one. Welcome to the club. You don't owe it to anyone to sit through those broken interview processes. Corporate bullying disguised, as challenges. Or meetings that lead nowhere. You deserve to be respected, challenged in a good way, and actually be useful in the project. No more happy family-like company with young specialist team, coffee and cookies type of bullshit. And if you feel like somebody's like trying to undervalue you, box you in, or waste your talent, you're allowed to walk. Whether it's like quiet quitting or like loud quitting, doesn't matter, Sometimes enough is enough. And a single person can only take that much before the breakdown. You're allowed to say that ain't it. Because when it is right, you'll feel it. Oh, believe me, you will feel that instantly. You'll feel the vibe, you'll feel the alignment with the collective, with your future colleagues, or your present colleagues for some of you. Everything just, gonna fall into place, naturally. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. And if you're the person that has survived one of these idiotic processes or interviews in the past, please share your story. I know I'm like confident that we are not alone in this, that I'm not alone in this, that there's so many people that, have lots of things to, to get off their chests. And this is your time, please. Take the scene, take the comments, drop your opinion, drop your thoughts and feelings, whatever happened to you, and however you felt about it, and probably how it changed you as a person. Maybe what it taught you, maybe how it helped you even. Go ahead to the comment section. As usual, see you in the next sprint. Alex, over and out.